V2, V2, rocket, V2, V2, rocket, rocket, rocket.
You want to get better at this game? You want to improve at this game? You want to get out here and destroy your enemies? Well, I got 5 pro tips that will have you doing just that, man. I have these boys running from you in the lobby. I have them fearing your name. I have you out here bringing that pain. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jimmy Dean again. This is your first time to the channel. Welcome to the Dean Zone. But if you are one of my subscribers or you've been here before, welcome back. Now, man, let's get into it. The gameplay you're about to see in the background, I am currently using the most overpowered gun in the game. If you want this class setup, it'll be in the description. It goes hard in the paint. I'm trying to tell you now to be at the top of the description. This gun is a beast. But getting into that, tip number 1, use the best guns in the game. If you want to get better at the game, use the most overpowered guns in the game. Use the guns everybody else is using. If you want to be different, if you want to get out here and not use the meta guns, not use the most overpowered guns, you're not trying to get better. You just want to be different. It's okay to be different in life, but when it comes to playing this game, man, the best guns are the best way. Always use the most overpowered guns because you don't want to have an unfair advantage when you get into gunfights. Seriously, what's the point? Skill doesn't matter if you're not using the best gun. If you're using a terrible gun and you and your opponent have the same skill, or you might even be slightly better than him, I'm telling you right now, if his gun is better than yours, he will kill you faster. That's the point of using the most overpowered guns. That's the point of using the fastest killing guns in the game. Because when you go toe to toe, blow for blow, mano a mano, trust me, players, you don't want your gun being the reason that you lose the gunfight.
V2, V2, rocket.
So make sure you always use the best guns, best class setup. Stay on point, man. Stay on top of your game. Never put yourself at an unfair advantage. Why? It's like going into a gunfight with a butter knife. Are you making toast or getting killed?
V2, V2, rocket, V2, V2, rocket, rocket, rocket.
Tip number 2, movement. Movement. Now, I don't care if you are a rusher, if you are a camper. Movement. There's a subtle tip, look at me, swerving side to side even while on the head glitch. When you are in a gunfight, unless you are already locked down, aimed down sight, and you catch your opponent completely off guard and they don't have a chance to fight back, you can beam them. But when you're in a gunfight, the slightest movement left and right throws off your enemy's aim. I promise you, that slight movement when you're in a gunfight and you're both shooting back and forth, just a slight movement to the right, slight movement to the left. Look at me, every time I'm shooting, you see me. Slight movement to the left, slight movement to the right. Make yourself a harder target. You can jump shot, get your bunny shot on. Listen, it comes in handy, but don't overuse it. Don't abuse it. Don't be one of them guys running around here bunny hopping everywhere. Come on now, don't do that. Just don't be that guy. Real talk. But movement side to side, left and right, I'm telling you, it completely throws off their aim and the aim mechanics of the game, and it gives you an advantage. If you want to sit still and be a sitting duck, be a target, go ahead. Or you want to be hard to kill.
V2, V2, rocket.
If you ask me, man, I play the game like Die Hard, because I die hard. You feel me? Especially when you out here on the grind, especially when you're trying to dominate the lobbies. Move.
V2, V2, rocket, V2, V2, rocket, rocket, rocket.
Tip 3. Overemphasize, but often underutilized, the Minimap. The Minimap is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. The Minimap will show you where your teammates are. They will show you where the enemies are. The Minimap is how you survive in the game. It's how you thrive in the game. It's how you get kills, how you stay alive, how you control map flow, how you understand the flow of the map. The Minimap is key. Even if there is not a UAV up on the map, the Minimap will show you where your enemies are, where your teammates are if they're in clusters and bunches, and their bodies, their little arrows start disappearing, that's where the high traffic zone is. That's where the traffic zone is, and that's usually where a lot of players can be found. Also though, if your teammates are in a group in the area and they're not dying, and you see another area on the map that's not really occupied, 9 times out of 10, that is where your enemy is spawning. Even if it's behind you, if your enemies are pushed up too far on the map and you see that, and you see a big open spot behind you to your right or to your left, 9 times out of 10, if they go to flip that spawn, that is exactly where your enemy will spawn. The mini-map, I'm telling you, it's a blueprint to being good at the game. That's literally what it is. It's a map to success. It can also be a map to failure if you don't pay attention. The mini-map is key, man. Those little areas that are vacant where you don't see a lot of people, I'm telling you right now, that's the dead zone. That is the dead zone. So if you don't pay attention to the dead zone, you gonna end up dead. But if you do pay attention, your enemies, they will end up dead.
V2, Rocket.
The mini-map, man. Everybody talks about using it, but a lot of people don't pay no attention at all. Use the mini-map, players.
V2, Rocket. V2, Rocket.
Tip number 4, play style. Know what kind of player you are. If you are a rusher, rush smartly, rush tactfully. If you are a camper, camp tactfully. And what I mean by camping tactfully or rushing tactfully is playing the game smart. It's utilizing that mini-map, using your best gun, and dictating your movements based on what your enemy does. If your play style is to camp hard, then you need to find a lane that is a high traffic zone and you need to hold it down. Constantly be aware of your mini-map, know who you are and what you are, and shut that lane down. Don't let no one through. You are the holder. You are the defender. You are the last line of defense. Now, if you are a rusher and you run around getting your run and gun on, run and gun smartly. Use the mini-map. Rush to the dead zones. If you're getting your flank on, use the mini-map, see where people are not at. Flank around to the dead zones, catch your enemies off guard. You rush smartly. You don't rush straight into the gunfire. And me, I consider myself a crusher. I camp to rush and I rush to camp. Meaning, therefore, I will run up and rush around to a spot, hold it down, get my camp on, rush around to another spot, hold it down, get my camp on. I will flank my enemies, destroy them, post up, let the spawn flip if that's what I'm doing, and then control the map. I rush smartly, I camp smartly. I do it all, man. You gotta be versatile in this game. You feel me? Versatility. Know your play style. Me? I'm a crusher.
V2, Rocket.
I crush hard. I let my enemies dictate my playstyle. If they rushing hard, I camp hard. If they camping tough, I rush tough. But I do it all tactfully. Play smarter, man, not harder.
V2, Rocket. V2, Rocket.
My number one tip to improving at this game is play to live. Play to live. I know no one wants to die, but no one really plays to live in this game. You want to get a lot of kills. The more kills, the reason why you get more kills by staying to play alive, you will earn your score streaks, which you can rain death upon your enemies. You will earn UAVs, so you can see your enemies coming. You can use counter UAVs, so they don't see you coming. If you play to live, the kills will come. My main objective when I'm in a match is not to die. It's not to die. Whether I'm going for a nuke, a ball-torn gunner, or whatever I'm doing in this game, my objective is not to die. I don't care if I'm running around getting my crush on. I'm playing tactfully, using my mini-map, but my main objective is not chasing kills. Do not chase the kills, man. Don't chase them thrills, player. Let the game come to you. If you push up, only push up so far, play smartly. You need to play to live, because the longer you live, the more deadly you will become, because you will earn them streaks. You will earn the score streaks, and then you will start outsmarting your opponents. By playing to live, you will cause your enemy players to go outside their box to do more than they need to do. Seriously, man, play to live. Don't play for kills, always play to live. And bonus tip, man, bonus, just a little bonus. Get you some equipment. If you on a big giant TV, play on a smaller one. I advise getting a monitor.
V2, V2, rockin'.
Because no matter how good your TV is, if you put it on gaming mode, it's not as good as a monitor. Get a monitor, get you some control freaks. If you don't like them, give it about 2 weeks, man. You'll get used to them. You'll never play without them. Get the equipment.
V2, rockin'. V2, rockin'.
And along with the equipment, man, get you a nice headset. You understand the advantage it is of just hearing your enemies coming from a mile away. But that's it, man. 5 easy tips, pro tips and tricks to get better at the game. Plus a little bonus little at the end. So make sure you smash that like button for your boy. Because were you not entertained? Were you not entertained? I just hit you with 5 V2 rockets. And I got every single one of them gunplays. Every single one. In like a 2-hour session just sitting down, chilling. Easily. This is the video you need to go click on if you want to get that class set up. Go ahead, check it out. It's on the channel. Go hard, man. Get better at the game. Improve. Destroy your enemies. And at the end, trust me, even skill-based matchmaking won't even be able to stop you. But that's it, y'all. I'm out, man. Peace, love, and hair grease. 1. It's easy. It's just easy out here, man. This game too easy. And your boy's nice.